So why would anybody want to go kayak fishing? Well, first off, it's probably the most peaceful, relaxing, enjoyable things you'll ever do. Honestly. When you're out on the water and you're trying to hunt down that fish, it's just you against the fish. It's you and the fish, and nothing in between. This is about as close as you can get to the fish as possible. It's in a kayak. No one to blame for not catching fish except yourself. You know, and in a kayak, you can position yourself right on top of the fish. They move, you move. I can honestly say this is probably one of the most enjoyable things I've ever done. This beats any sports I've ever played, any hobbies I've ever had. For relaxing and enjoying yourself, it's hard to beat this. In a kayak, you can kind of go about anywhere you want to go. There's places that you can go on a kayak that boats can't get to. And you can go to lakes, rivers, ponds. You can put it anywhere. There's a lot of places that boats can't go to, kayaks can. Anywhere you can get to the water, you can put your kayak in. Not the same with a boat. You know, bank fishing is great, but with a kayak, you can move and you can get to the fish easily. You know, if you're a social person, you and your friends can get together and go kayak fishing. That's a lot of fun. I've done that. Or if you just need some peace and quiet, this is the way to do it. There's nothing better. You know, starting out, a kayak is cheaper than a boat. And at home, kayak doesn't take up as much room either. So if you're short on space, this might be the way to go. And possibly the best thing about kayak fishing, it's a challenge. And I love a challenge. You might have noticed, if you've ever watched my channel, I'm always fishing for catfish. So why would anybody ever do that? You got to ask yourself. Well, you know who the alpha male is of the freshwater fish? Who's the king of the fish? Who's the king of the lake? It's the catfish. He's the one that everybody avoids. He's the one that's going to eat the rest. He's the one everybody is weary of. You know, in lakes and streams, rivers all across America, full of catfish. There's a lot of catfish around. You know, when you're out kayak fishing and you hook into a catfish, you really don't know for a second or two if that's a 3-pounder, a 30-pounder, or a 50-pounder. You gotta admit, there's no bigger thrill than catching a big catfish in a kayak and landing him. That is the thrill of a lifetime. You know, if you're out catfishing, the tackle you use on that is much simpler than like bass fishing or any other kind of fishing. You just need some big hooks, you need some weights, you need a good fishing pole and a good reel. That's about it. You don't have to stock a tackle box full of different colors of this and that, every other thing in the world. You know, it's a big challenge to go catch the big catfish, and there's nothing like a good challenge. So why would anybody want to start a YouTube channel about fishing in a kayak? Well, I've been a avid YouTube watcher for many years. I love learning about new things. I like seeing how people fix different things and how things come apart and how they go back together. I really like when these DIY guys try to build a better mousetrap, and they put their little inventions out there, and some of them pretty neat. Well, I got this kayak, and I wanted to take pictures of all the big fish I caught. Then I got thinking, better yet, what would be better is to take a video of catching the fish. Well, I tried doing that, and I was able to do that for a little bit. Then my grandkids came up to me and said, hey, why don't you start a YouTube channel? That was the start of everything. They actually set the channel up for me. They taught me how to load videos. They showed me how they edit videos, and it's not as easy as it looks. So now, anytime I want, I can go back and watch the videos of catching fish and relive catching the fish. It's pretty nice. One thing about doing this and having a channel is it stretches you. You have to learn how to speak in front of a camera. That's not easy, as you can tell. You need to learn how to make videos. So now you need to be a videographer. And you got to come up with all these new creative ideas for new videos. So there's nothing about this that's easy. In fact, it's kind of hard. You know, starting a YouTube channel is much like starting a business. In the business world, only 10% of businesses that start up ever have any longevity. The rest of them go out of business. In the YouTube world, only 10% approximately of the YouTube startups ever get monetized, meaning they ever get paid for all their videos from all the advertising that's done on them. So they're very similar. Starting a business, you have some advantages. Well, there's some advantages to YouTube channels also, because it is a business. Well, our government has printed a document for us, 70,000 pages, in fact. It's called the U.S. Tax Code. In that document, it explains how businesses can have deductions. They can go against the money that you make as a deduction. Well, in the business world, tools, expenses, things like this are deductible. Well, since a YouTube channel is a business, guess what's deductible? Fishing poles, fishing line, hooks, sinkers, bait, tackle boxes, kayaks, and the list goes on. Anything you use in your YouTube channel is a business deduction. So there are some advantages to having a YouTube channel. Well, what it takes to get monetized is you have to have 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours watched on your channel, or you can have 10 million short video views. And you got to do this in a 365-day period. If you do that, then you qualify to be monetized. All those commercials you see every 5 to 8 minutes, whatever it is, on YouTube, well, advertisers are paying to put them on YouTube. It's fairly inexpensive. It's fairly inexpensive for businesses to advertise on YouTube. Well, the person who has a YouTube channel gets a cut of that. And the more commercials that run on his channel, the more money they make. The problem is the money you make is fractions of a cent. So it takes a whole lot of viewing commercials to make any money. So if you're lucky, you may make enough money to go buy lunch at McDonald's. You're not getting rich off YouTube. However, some do. And those ones that do have very interesting videos and something that people want to see. Very small percentage ever do that. So that makes getting monetized and having a YouTube channel a challenge. And you know what I think about challenges. I love a good challenge. So wrapping this up, I'm nowhere close to reaching my goal of being monetized. But it's a challenge, and I like a challenge. So I need your help. I need subscribers. The problem with the YouTube channel is YouTube does not place your video out there for people to see until you get subscribers, but you can't get subscribers unless your YouTube video is out there. So that said, that's why I need your help. You'd be doing me a tremendous favor by subscribing and liking my videos. I would genuinely appreciate any help you can give me. So go out there, get your kayak, rig it up, and go fishing if you like to fish. If you don't want to do that, come along with me. You can watch me make my mistakes, you can watch my failures, and you can watch my successes. It's a lot of fun. And the beauty of that, you don't have to sit out here in the cold weather. So, come along. It's going to be a lot of fun for both of us. We'll see you on the next video. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. So now, since your YouTube channel is a business, and you got to go to work at the business, you're going fishing. You know, when people ask you what you do for a living, just tell them, I'm a professional fisherman.